Who has the better healing factor, Wolverine or Deadpool? In the movies, Deadpool's regenerative abilities are depicted as somewhat weak. For instance, in Deadpool 2016, after he cuts off his own hand to escape from Colossus, it takes a few days for his hand to fully regenerate. This slower regeneration is played for comedic effect, showing Deadpool's tiny, growing hand over several scenes. In Deadpool 2, when Juggernaut rips Deadpool in half, his lower body takes several days to regenerate. This is consistent with the slower regeneration process depicted in the first Deadpool movie. Deadpool was diagnosed with terminal cancer before undergoing the experimental treatment that gave him his abilities. The treatment activated a superhuman healing factor, but instead of curing his cancer, it put his body into a state where his cancerous cells are in perpetual regeneration. This constant battle between his regenerating normal cells and cancer cells is what prevents him from being cured and leads to his heavily scarred appearance. On the other hand, Wolverine's healing factor in the movies is often depicted as faster and more immediate. In X-Men: The Last Stand, Wolverine's injuries heal almost instantaneously, showcasing a more rapid and thorough regeneration compared to Deadpool's. Wolverine's regenerative abilities, or healing factor, are a natural part of his mutant genetics in the Marvel Comics universe. He was born with this ability, which manifested itself at a young age. His healing factor is one of his primary mutant powers, allowing him to recover from virtually any wound, toxin, or disease at an exceptionally rapid rate. The movies generally show Deadpool's healing as a slower, more gradual process compared to Wolverine's almost instantaneous recovery. So if we are taking the movies as canon, Wolverine has the better healing factor. But what about the comics? In X-Men Volume 2, Issue 25, Magneto forcibly removed the adamantium from Wolverine's skeleton. This event caused Wolverine's healing factor to work overtime to keep him alive. Despite the massive trauma, Wolverine's healing factor managed to repair the extensive damage, showcasing its resilience. In Wolverine Volume 3, Issue 48, Wolverine survives being reduced to a skeleton. He regenerates fully in a matter of minutes, highlighting the speed and thoroughness of his healing abilities.
Oh my God. I've never seen anything like it. Doctor, what is it, Doctor?
I'm fine. Get the t-shirt.
Logan's skeleton is coated in nearly indestructible adamantium, which makes him incredibly durable, but also imposes a constant burden on his healing factor to prevent metal poisoning. In Wolverine Volume 2, Issue 145, Apocalypse rebonds the adamantium to Wolverine's skeleton, and his healing factor adapts to deal with the metal poisoning, proving its incredible adaptability and endurance. In one of the most extreme examples, in Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, Susan Storm decapitates Deadpool, and his head grows back within seconds. In Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe Issue 2, Deadpool is torn apart by the Hulk and regenerates completely, killing Bruce Banner, showcasing his healing factor's ability to handle extreme trauma. In Deadpool Volume 3, Issue 61, Deadpool regenerates from just his hand. His ability to reattach limbs and survive decapitation is often portrayed as more adaptable than Wolverine's. When Deadpool gets shot with a super advanced Wakandan weapon that shoots star cells, Deadpool loses an arm, and it doesn't grow back. Shuri and T'Challa then come to the conclusion that the star cells aren't exactly neutralizing his healing factor, but are actually healing his cancerous cells. Since his artificially gifted healing factor is tied to those cancerous cells, healing them actually eliminated Deadpool's healing factor. Therefore, Deadpool doesn't have a healing factor at all, but a dying factor, as the cells that regenerate are cancerous, not healthy. Additionally, Deadpool's healing factor has been shown to be influenced by his mood and mental state, with his regeneration accelerating under stress or when highly motivated. So, who has the superior healing factor? Both Wolverine and Deadpool have their strengths and unique aspects, but let's break it down. Wolverine's healing factor is incredibly efficient and near perfect for maintaining his physical form, even repairing his adamantium skeleton. However, it's slightly hindered by the constant battle against metal poisoning. Deadpool's healing factor is faster and more adaptable, allowing him to recover from extreme injuries more quickly. His ability to regenerate from dismemberment and severe trauma is often portrayed as superior. One could argue that in terms of raw speed and adaptability, Deadpool's healing factor often comes out on top. He can recover from injuries that would be fatal to most other characters, possibly even Wolverine. However, Wolverine's healing is very thorough, ensuring his body remains in peak condition despite the toll of his skeleton. Ultimately, the answer to who has the better healing factor may come down to the specific context and the writer's interpretation. Both characters are incredibly resilient and bring their unique advantages to the table. Who do you think has the superior healing factor, and why? Please leave a comment below. Until next time.